What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very first mask and chill, you guys. So what is mask and chill, you may be asking. So a lot of you guys have been asking about my skincare routine, and I feel like I've posted about my skincare so often, like in vlogs and stuff, so I thought it would be a bit boring to kind of just do it in the same old repetitive way. So I thought I'll do a fun chill mask and chill session, because I'm actually doing my skincare today, so figured I'd film it. So first of all, before we go any further, I'm gonna need you guys to stop, pause, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to me. Like this video, because you know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be useful information. And then at the end of the video, make sure you leave me a comment. Okay, let's get started. So I have with me my skincare. Girl, this box is trying to play me. I have my little skincare box here. I just repurposed an old perfume box. And I put all my skincare and masks and stuff in here, just because previously I had a drawer where I put all my masks and stuff. I don't have that now. I live in New York, and space is such a precious commodity. But anyway, so I have my skincare box, and I have a bunch of these Freeman masks. I bought these in Discam. They're available everywhere. You can get them in Discam as well, and they last really long, and they're quite affordable, and they do different things. This is a peel off one, and then this is a clay mask. This is an oil absorbing one, and then this one is one of my favorites, if it will focus. Yeah, so this is a leave on mask. I use it as a toner when I run out of toner, because you can just apply it and it hydrates and it dries your skin. I forgot to tell you guys, please, or rather let me just explain what's happening to my face right now. I have all these marks around my mouth. If you follow me on Instagram, which you guys should all do, you will know that the other day I posted about trying to do my own upper lip wax, and because I'm a liker of things, I actually went ahead and did it, and I clearly went in too hard. So apparently you're not supposed to go over the same place. I went over the same place a couple of times. So I have literally hurt myself, and so it's scabbing, but it's not so bad. I think it will disappear. I actually had this one time last year, right before my wedding, I went to a very popular brow place in Windhoek, and I won't name it, but I went there to get my brows waxed, and this lady burnt me. I still have the scar right here. She had burnt me here, and ripped my skin off. Not burnt, ripped my skin off, right here in the middle, and then right here, and this was about a week and a half before my wedding. So on the day of the announcement in church, I was not able to wear eyeshadow because I had this huge scab over my eye, so I had just covered it with concealer and powder. Same in the middle here. Luckily by the time the wedding came around, the scab had kind of started to peel off and fell off, and then it was pretty much invisible, but I was just not impressed, and I've never gone back, no. Anyway, so those are some of the gel masks that I have. I mean the face masks that I have. I also have a bunch of sheet masks, but today what I'm going to be using is this mask. It's called Shake and Shot by Dr. Jart. It's a rubber brightening mask, so you actually mix it up and you apply it on for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to be using this. I am also going to be applying these. They're a blackhead clearing strips. So I have these ones for the face. I usually cut these up and I apply them over my cheeks, because sometimes I do get blackheads over there, but not so often. So I'm not going to use the face the face ones, yeah, I'm gonna use the ones for my nose, because these ones, I get a lot of blackheads on my nose, like right here. Ooh, it's a struggle. So I'm gonna be using those. I'm also gonna be using under eye pads. I don't know which ones to use though. I don't think I've used these ones, so I'm gonna use these under eye. No, I have used them. Okay, I think I'll use these cucumber under eye pads or patches. So these ones are like for anti-wrinkling and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna use these, and then I also want to use this mask. This is the Garnier Skin Active Aqua Boost Fresh Sheet Mask Mix. Basically these masks, right, it comes with the liquid. So this is hyaluronic acid. Have you guys seen that ad? Hyaluronic acid down here, and then the mask is here. So basically you mix them up immediately when you want to use it, so you like literally saturate it and then you apply it on your face. So it's pretty fresh, everything's like brand new on your face. Okay, but before I get into that, I literally just got out of the shower a while ago. Actually stopped to eat because I was hungry, and so I have nothing on my face, so my face is super dry. I'm just gonna be showing you what I used in the shower. I used this Cetaphil, daily facial cleanser. This is not what I use on a regular, but I ran out of my regular Himalaya. You guys know the Himalaya product ranges. I usually buy them in Discount. I'm obsessed with it's not an apricot, it's a cucumber apricot, I think, daily cleanser or daily exfoliating cleanser. I'll put it up on the screen here. So I bought those in Discount, and I knew that they were quite hard to find here in the States, but I knew that there was a company on Amazon that sold them. But anyway, when I went home last year, I had stocked up. Turns out my husband is also a fan of them, so they didn't last as long as I thought they would. And then when I went on Amazon to buy more, I found that that company on Amazon doesn't have the exact one that I use. So I kind of just switched out to Cetaphil because it's like a standard face wash, nothing special. It cleans your face, it does what it needs to do for cleaning the face. The other alternative that I would use instead of the Himalaya one is the Tatcha water cleanser, and I'll put a picture of it up here. I was also using that when I initially first ran out of the Himalaya one, but I was using samples that I'd get from Sephora. The thing about the Tatcha one is it's expensive. Straight up, like, it's expensive. It is like, I think $48, which is almost $1,000. And considering that both my husband and I would then be using it, we would run out so quickly. So that's why I'm just like, I'm not gonna buy it. So when I ran out of samples, and since all Sephora stores are closed, I wasn't able to get more samples. I switched to the Cetaphil cleanser, so that's what I used this morning on my face. So we're gonna jump right in. I'm using this. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic. You guys know this, you've seen it before. I use this as a toner, and I prefer to tone before I go in with any like masks and stuff. I always prefer to use a toner. I just feel like it sets my skin up way better. Please note, I'm avoiding the under eye area because I want it to be clean when I apply the eye patches, so that one you can skip. First up, this Shake and Shot. I've never used this before. I just bought it in Sephora because it looked good, and like, people do speak very highly of Dr. Jart's face mask, so that's why I bought it. Okay, so I've opened it, and so it has this spatula, which was what was sticking out of the thing. So it has a spatula for mixing, and then this is what's in the package. So it's got like a liquid, mask situation that's wrapped in here, and then a rubber mask, I suppose. So it says that you should be mixing both these into this thing, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so I've mixed this thing. I hope I've mixed it enough. I don't know. What's a stupid spatula? And so it says that once you've mixed it, you should apply it within 2 to 3 minutes in a thin layer across over your face. So I'm gonna do the Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. I've avoided the under eye area because I want to apply my under eye patches. And I've obviously avoided the area where my skin is irritated. I think it goes without saying, never like apply stuff to your face where like your skin is irritated. It's just not good for you, so don't even try it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my under eye patches. So it's these cucumber ones. Okay, so this is what we're looking like, and we're gonna be like this for the next 15 minutes. So I'll be back in about that time and we will see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I am back. It's been about 15-18 minutes ish, and I'm gonna take this mask off. But before I do that, I just wanted to I forgot to show you guys this earlier. This is what I'm using for my lips. The Glossier Balm Dot Com skin salve. It's like a lip balm thing, but you can literally apply it like to any part of your body. I like to apply it on my lips, but also on like in winter underneath my eyes, or like at the corners of my eyes more actually, like because I'd be walking outside and it'll be so cold and my face would be so exposed, and like my eyes would start tearing, and then like the tears would like dry out my skin. So that made my skin really like dry and sting all the time. So I use this for that. You can use it on your elbows, like literally anywhere where your skin needs some extra loving, you can use this. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off. So I'm first gonna take off the eye patches. Oops. And then taking the mask with them. But basically this mask has like a rubbery consistency. I guess that's why it's called a rubber mask, sure. And it's a peel off mask. So essentially you just peel it off like so. So I've gotten most of it off my face, but I'm just gonna go get like a wet washcloth and kind of just wipe the excess off. I'm not the biggest fan of peel off masks, just because I hate like the process of removing them is always such a mess. But from the jump, I definitely feel like my skin is glowing. Okay, this is supposed to be a brightening mask. It did that. It did what it's supposed to do. Like, so I'm like quite impressed with this mask. I'll probably definitely buy this again. So yeah, I like to do like a brightening treatment or whatever on my skin every now and then, especially now coming out of winter. Like your skin is so dull and like, you know, it just feels dead. So I always love a nice like brightening mask. Mask singular. I'm drinking some hot concoction that I've been making of late. It's water, lemon, garlic, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, like black pepper cloves, and honey, I think. We just mix it in a jar with some hot water and we let it sit, and we've been drinking this every day, pretty much all day, just to like help boost our immune systems in this very precarious time that we're in. Obviously it's not like gonna keep the virus at bay, whatever, but it's definitely gonna strengthen our immune system so that, you know, if something happens, something pops off, you know, at least we have a good fighting chance. So we're just like, it's important to set yourself up for success, basically, is the point of this drink. I was initially putting some grapefruit in it, but Yom doesn't like grapefruit and he felt like it made it too bitter. So okay guys, so I am back. Wow. I'm literally so impressed with how my skin looks right now, you guys. I don't know if it's coming off on camera, but my skin is glowing. Shoo. Okay. So what's left? Okay. Before we go on to the other masks, I am going to do my blackhead situation. So this blackhead strips, they're from a brand called Biore. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I used to buy blackhead clearing strips or whatever strips in Discam and Clicks. There's so many different brands, and honestly one is as good as the next. Like I don't even bother because I feel like they all do the same thing. The only trick about this thing is that you have to apply it on wet skin, so you have to make sure like that your nose is super wet, otherwise it won't adhere properly. So I have my water bottle and I'm just gonna, as crazy as it sounds, spritz my nose area, and then I'm gonna apply that little strip. So I apply that and I let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, or like until it dries and becomes like super hard. That's when you know that it is ready to come off. What have you guys been doing to keep busy? Because I have been spending a lot of money, unfortunately, because like I'll go online and be like, maybe I should buy this, maybe I should buy that. I should buy nothing. So yeah, I've been doing that. Obviously work, cause work. I've been working out on and off. A lot of people on social media are like cooking, like making all kinds of recipes, and in my mind I'm like, it's me and my husband, who's gonna eat all that food? So like I'll like try a certain recipe, like say for example I'm making chicken, right? Like for dinner, then I'll be like, oh, then I'll try a different recipe. Like I feel like people are just like on like just cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking, and I'm like, calm down. But yeah, what else have I been doing? I've been trying to put together our living room, so I'll definitely film a home update just for the living room area for you guys, just to show you what that's looking like. What else? I also went online and I've downloaded a number of like free courses just to like study various things that I've been interested in, and I've like been like, I went to this place online, I forgot what it's called, and if I find the thing again, the bookmark, I'll link it below. It's like this online library that has a ton of books that you can just like, well, it's online books that you can just download and like read, which is great. But I also did want to say, you guys, that I was actually thinking that, you know, there's a lot of like loneliness going around right now, because you know, people are stuck at home, some people live alone, some people like they're far from their families, and it's really like a lot of loneliness going around, whether it's like physical, mental, whatever. It's just a lot of that going around. So I think it's important over the next few weeks for people or for us to literally like be kind or more kind to one another, because you just don't know what anyone's state of mind is because of what's going on right now. Like, people are going through so much, and sometimes it's not even that it's them that's being affected directly. They might have family going through it and stuff like that. So like, I think it's just so important to be kind to one another in this period of time, and also just to also be kind to yourself. I think that loneliness definitely does tend to make people do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do, just because you kind of start feeling like you have to fill a certain void or a certain space, or this will make me feel better, this will make me feel better. Let me tell you, girl, none of that stuff will make you feel better. The only thing that will make you feel better, girl, is Jesus. Okay, Jesus and the Bible. And I'm not obviously trying to push anything on anyone, but just to say that, you know, don't come out of your character because you're feeling lonely. And at least for me, when I had my seasons of loneliness in recent times, if you've been following my channel, then you know, for me, it was just God and Jesus and the Bible that fixed it all. There is this song, and then also the accompanying verse. So Bible story, context, verse, whatever, Daniel, the book of Daniel, chapter 3, I think it's verse 8, which tells the story which we all grew up knowing in Sunday school, of the king who threw Daniel and them into the fiery furnace. I think there were 3, and then the king later on saw a 4th man, and he was like, but who's the 4th guy? I didn't throw anyone in there. There are only 3 guys. But the 4th guy, you know, was like a manifestation, I suppose, if you can say that, of God, you know, with these guys in the fire. So for me, in my season, and maybe forthcoming seasons, because you never know, of loneliness, that's something that always sticks to me, that I'm never alone in it. God is always there with me in it, and I'll come out better, unscathed, and better because of him. And the accompanying song is by Hillsong Worship, Another in the Fire, which is such a good song for me. It was even more so after I watched the behind the song. So basically the songwriters and the guy who wrote it, or who sang it, he was basically talking about the season he was in when he came up with that song. And that for me made it even more like, okay, it was just another affirmation from God that you have got this, I have got you, I am with you, and we're gonna get through it. So back to loneliness is basically to say you're never really alone, so you don't have to feel that way, especially when you start feeling like you're moving out of your character. And if it just gets to be too much, I think just pray about it. I think it's amazing how, at least for me, whenever I'm in that kind of situation and I start like, oh, I feel so bad for myself, oh, this and that is bad, God, this and that, he always takes me back to a place, or takes me to a place where in that sadness I discover something beautiful and good from him, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're never alone, guys. Be kind to one another. And just pray. And don't feel like you have to have anything or everything together. This is your time. Do with it what you feel you need to do with it, and you'll be good. Okay, so I think this thing is dry. And so I'm gonna take it off. It usually hurts a little bit when you take it off, but nothing major. Ooh, that did that. I'm gonna show you guys this, so I'm sorry if this is TMI, but you guys need to see this, if it will focus. Do you guys see all those little things on that? Those are like the blackheads and whiteheads. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna do the final mask, kind of like just shut it down and, you know, finish it. So this is the Garnier Aqua Boost Fresh Mix Sheet Mask. Usually I get my Garnier mask in Discount when I'm in Namibia. So I don't know if this is also available there, but you can definitely go give it a try. Okay guys, we're back. It's about time to take this mask off, and I'm just gonna rip it right off. Ooh, that feels good. Okay, so basically just pat that in until it dries down, and then now I move on to the rest of my skincare, which is what I do every single day, every single morning and night, to be honest. So the first thing I usually do after like toning my face and stuff, if I'm not doing any skin masks, is I apply a serum, and this is the one I use. This is the Honest Beauty Vitamin C Radiance Serum. So this is actually Jessica Alba's brand, but the reason I chose it was because one, it's affordable, and two, it's like clean beauty. I mean, I'm not a stickler for like, oh, if it's vegan or whatnot, but if I can find something that's good and it's vegan and it's clean, I'm absolutely down to using it. And so I just press that in to my skin. Okay, then once that is done, I just go straight into my moisturizer. I don't do any other serums or things because I don't feel like I necessarily need them. The only other thing that I add, or that's different from what I'm showing you guys, is that in the evenings, this is the toner I use as opposed to the Pixi one. This is the OLEHENRIKSEN Glow 2OH Dark Spot Toner, and I use this in the evening because I have they're not really bad, but I have dark marks and spots here on my forehead that I really want to get rid of. And this product, you can't use it in the day. They say specifically to use it in the evening because of the, what is it called? The high potency AHAs, I believe. Yeah, alpha hydroxy acid. So you'll definitely burn if you like sunburn if you go out in the day after using this. So I only use that at night. But anyway, after I apply my serum, I go in with my moisturizer. At the moment, I'm using this one by Drunk Elephant, which is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer, I think it's called. There's nothing special about it. The reason I bought it was because I was trying it out. And then what happened was I ran out of my usual one, which is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Am I showing you guys the back? Sorry. Which looks like this, but as you can see, mine is completely empty. So now this is the only one I have on hand, and I'm just gonna use it. It's a very thick lotion. It's very, very thick. So it was fine for winter. But I don't think I would continue using this in the summer because it's really, really thick and rich. And New York is very humid, so I don't think that would work well for me. So basically it looks like this, and basically what you do is you kind of just pump it out like that, and so you get like the right dosage or like right amount to apply on. I just go ahead and apply that to my skin. Okay, then next up, which is like honestly the final thing most days, is the eye cream. So I use this Olay Total Effects 7-in-1 Eye Transforming Cream, which looks like that. I've been using this for not too long, and to be honest, I haven't used it very consistently, but when I did initially get it, I was using it very consistently because it was around the time the skin under my eyes was drying out, so it helped with that. but I definitely, I mean, I have seen a bit of a difference with it, but I think I need to do more in terms of like before I see even more of a difference. So I like to apply this. For me, under my eyes, the biggest problem that I have is dryness, especially because like in winter when you're out, your eyes are exposed, or the skin on your face is exposed, so you tend to get dryness under the eyes. And also obviously all the makeup that we wear under our eyes, that contributes to the dryness as well. And then of course I have like darkness underneath my eyes. I mean, as you get older, these things happen, like you can't run from them. So these are just some of the things that I use to kind of just like keep it in check, make sure you know that, you know, those bags and dark circles and all those things don't make themselves comfortable and think this is home. No. That's pretty much it for my face. Okay, so guys, my face is done. It looks super radiant. I'm so happy with how it looks right now. I'm not too worried about this because, you know, we're gonna fix that or whatever. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Anyway guys, that being said, that is it for this video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, you guys, and thank you guys so much for all the love on my last 2 videos, I think. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel and that you follow me on Instagram, because I will be posting some content on there that won't show up on my YouTube channel. So yeah, bye guys.